welcome this morning to Leadership Week. We're thrilled to have you back. It was terrific to see you all at Values Day, and just wanted to say how excited I am about kicking off this year and how extraordinarily optimistic and hopeful I am about what we're going to do together. And I think the real strengths of the new Denver Plan are grounded in that community participation.
The role of the Office of Family and Community Engagement in the development of the Denver Plan was to bring the voice of parents into the conversation.
The plan is truly the Denver Plan. It's not just the Denver Public Schools Plan, but the Denver Plan and the recognition of what this plan means to the city of Denver, because our schools and the success of our schools are at the heart of the vibrancy and the growth and the future of our city.
I'm just incredibly excited about the opportunity that we have. The Denver Plan 2020 sets us on a new path to more ambitious outcomes for kids, ambitious outcomes that I know we all show up every day to try to realize.
The overwhelming goal in the new Denver Plan is that we have great schools in every neighborhood, that every child, no matter where he or she lives in the city, should be able to go to a great school in their neighborhood.
One of the top priorities is supporting school leaders in the implementation of the Common Core Standard, and we do that by building capacity and understanding among parents on how they can support their child's learning at home.
Immediately, our most important priority is working on our teaching, making sure that we're supporting all students with opportunities to engage in rigorous tasks to meet the demand of the Common Core and Colorado academic standards, to have opportunities for differentiation, really examining our data so that we can design the right kinds of experiences for our students to engage in high-level tasks, to be able to demonstrate their learning.
It is important that we incorporate parents and community in the conversation because it takes a village for every child to succeed, and they're critical partners in achieving that goal. I am really excited about the focus on leadership over the next year. We really know that great leaders make a difference. They bring great people in. They develop ways of keeping them and empowering them and developing them in ways that have a really significant impact on students.
We believe that leadership is in the hands of the many. Lots of people have an opportunity to be leaders. We put a lot of our efforts into growing and developing values-based leaders,
as well as ensuring that every teacher is supported in an environment in which they can perform at their very best. I think the LEAP system has been absolutely transformational in driving the best conversations we've had between leaders and their teachers that we've ever had as a district before. I think we've heard from many of you how powerful of a tool that's been in driving great instructional practice across your schools.
Our priority on culture is focused on how do we make Denver Public Schools the very best place for everyone to learn, to grow, and to have a positive impact. How do we make our environments where we work and work hard every day a place where I can come in and feel a part of this mission and vision to make this a place where every child can succeed.
One of the things that I think is so unique about the Denver Public Schools is our emphasis on who we are as a community. The work that we've done around living our values is critically important. We have incredibly demanding jobs, and we'll only be able to achieve our goals by investing in who we are and living our values, creating the right culture for our DPS to be able to achieve the kind of ambitious goals that we've laid out for ourselves.
We have a number of instructional leaders that have collaborated to produce an updated set of academic guidelines that are intended to provide clarity for school leaders and practitioners around what they should expect in regards to assessment, the language allocation guidelines that inform our instruction of our English language learners, and regarding the scope and sequence. And the academic guidance document is helping our practitioners understand where they have site-based decision making and where we are hoping to see consistency school to school across the district.
The academic expectations are meant to support all school leaders and teachers to understand those three focus areas.
I know how heavy a lift this is to implement the new standards, to do it with quality, to do it with fidelity. It's incredibly important that we be very, very well aligned throughout the Denver Public Schools to really improve that alignment and to be all on the same page and implementing in the highest quality fashion is we've made an organizational change to bring all schools under the leadership of Susanna as our Chief Schools Officer, and to bring together the functions of Ozzie and our Chief Academic Officer function in a Chief Academic and Innovation Officer under Alyssa. So I'm incredibly fortunate to have Ivan continue to lead all of our elementary schools, to have Greta lead all of our secondary schools, and to bring all of their expertise and their passion and their tremendous quality to these roles. And now this structure will truly enable us to succeed in this opportunity of implementing the new standards in the most coherent, aligned, and effective way possible.
So I'm so excited to move into this new role of Chief Schools Officer. Really see great opportunities to bring, the experiences that I've had from my time in the classroom as a teacher, as a school principal for the last several years in the central support teams, right back into our schools, marrying the best of the work that's happening in our schools with the supports and tools that we need to enable all of us to work together.
I'm so excited that we now have a combined Chief Academic and Innovation Office, and I'm honored that I'll have the opportunity to work with a broader team to think about how we can execute with excellence all of the great work that we already have underway, while also thinking about how we infuse innovation across all of our departments, teams, and schools.
I think I'm most excited about the team that we've brought together. I think Team DPS is stronger than I've ever seen it before, and I'm excited about the opportunity for that team to come together to drive forward our priorities.
I'm really excited about the work that the board and the community has done to draft the Denver Plan 2020. And I'm really confident that with our organizational structure changes, as well as the guidance documents and resources that we have in place, that we're going to take an enormous step forward in the 2014-15 school year towards realizing those ambitious goals for 2020.
I think the 14-15 school year is going to be filled with learning opportunities, for our students as well as for all of us. It's going to be a great chance for us to put into action all of the learning that we've done over the last several years with LEAP, with LEAD, with the standards, to really make a difference for each and every one of our kids. Our goal is that every child succeeds, and we can make that happen.